Alright guys, second part of our saving data tutorial. In the last tutorial, we pretty much built the shell of our program. In this tutorial, we're going to be building the meat of our program, or at least whatever we get through. So, hold on. Ugh, that was disgusting and it smells. So, shells and meat. I still only want to talk over right now, but anyways, let's go ahead and the path file, as promised. What this method needs to do is return the path to our file inside our documents folder. Now let me give you some background. Every app has its own documents folder, and you can only access what's in your documents folder. You can't access the documents folder in another app. Steve Jobs was so kind to do this for security purposes. He gave every app its own documents folder, and you're only allowed to read what's in that. So what we want to do is create a file inside that folder, and in this file we want to be able to save data, read and write data to it. So what we need to do is, in this method, go ahead and get a path to that folder and go ahead and pretty much put a file in it. So in order to do that, it's this: ns array, create an array called pass, and then go ahead and call a method called ns search for paths and directories domain, ns documents directory, there we go, guessing pretty good so far, ns user, nope, domain, there you go, I had faith in your Xcode, and yes. So what this method does is it returns you an array of pretty much directories. Now you're just gonna have to trust me on this one. Your documents directory is the first object in this array. Just trust me in this one, alright? I mean, you really don't need to know how this method works. That's why it's built in. It's kind of like, you don't need to know how a microwave works in order to use a microwave. You just need to know how to use it. So, just trust me on this one. ns string documents folder. Documents folder. Looks good. So, as I said, our documents folder is pass, that pass array, right here, object at index 0. So right now, we have a string that is to the documents folder. We're saying, alright, well, don't we want a string to the file that's inside that folder, since that's the file we're going to be working with? Well, yes, we do. So all you need to do is go ahead and return documents folder string by appending format, and then whatever you want to name your file, my file dot plist, and make sure it's plist. And I know I didn't talk to you guys about properties list, but I don't have anything to say after that. I just didn't talk to you guys about it. I'm sorry. And so this pretty much, what this method is doing is it's returning you a path to this file right here. And this plist file, this property list file, is where we're going to be doing all of our saving and writing and everything like that. So that's how that works. So now we need to build the meat for this application will terminate. And what this method is this is the method that's going to get called whenever your application is about to quit. So whenever someone presses the home button and you quit it, this is the code that's going to be run. So we're saying, alright, what do we want to do in this method before we begin? What we want to do is we want to take the text out of the text field and save it to a file, so we could use it later. So let's go ahead and do this. ns mutable array. Go ahead and create an array called an array. Pretty cool, huh? And then go ahead and there we go. ns mutable array, allocate some space, initialize it. So pretty much we have a blank array right here, not a blanket array. So now we want to add some to it. Add object. Let's go ahead and add the text from that text field. So now we have an array with that text field is the only object in that array. So we're saying, alright, now we have to somehow take this array and write it to a file. Oh, this is going to be confusing. Probably some real long method. Oh, no, my friend. Check this out. Array, write to file, and then you put what file do you want to write it to. Oh, man, now we got to get that. Oh, wait a minute. We want to write it to self path of file. Wow, this is incredibly easy. We already have a method to the file we want to write it to, and we just have to call that method. So you guys thought I was just doing this for fun randomly because I'm drunk, but I'm not. And now just go ahead and put yes, and we're good to go. I mean, we should go ahead and array release, because don't forget, anything you allocate, you need a release. So that is all there is to saving your data. So now whenever this application closes, anytime the user hits the home button, it's going to take the text out of field 1 and it's going to save it to a file. But we're saying, alright, so when your application opens, then how does it know to get that information? Well, it doesn't yet. We didn't build that code yet. But this is all there is to saving data. Now, in order to read that data on startup and use it again, I mean, we're going to have to build some more methods. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in the next tutorial. But for now, check this out. You just learned how to save data. I mean, that's pretty cool. You can pat yourself on the back. So, yeah, I'm going to pound some more beers. And I'm going to meet you guys in the next tutorial. I was saying, Bucky, what if I can't wait till the next tutorial? What am I supposed to do then? Well, I got a nice app in the link below that you can go ahead and download if you want. I made it. First app ever. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Check out my app, please. I'm begging you. I'm on my knees begging you. And, yeah. In the next tutorial, we're going to learn how to actually take the data that we saved, rip it from the file, and actually use it in our program. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.